Welcome into Game Night. I am Derek Forrest. We've got a full house tonight because joining me today, we've got Alex Flum and our two interns who are covering Commanders training camp in Cara Wood and Spencer Bewley. They're going to be here to talk about camp, but also talk about you guys' experience as well. So I guess that's where we'll begin. Kyra, I'm going to start with you. You guys have been here, what, 3 weeks, something like that? And
probably feels like 3 months, right?
Oh, yeah.
That or 3 days.
I feel like it went faster than,
Yeah.
than I expected.
it did go
Yeah.
by pretty fast.
Yeah.
But just talk about the overall experience at camp. What was it like covering an NFL team, and what did you learn as well?
So I think for me, like coming in, I definitely was the person like asking former interns about their experience and all this stuff just to kind of get an idea of what I was walking into. But you can't really fully prepare until you're out there. And I think once I was out there and got my footing, and kind of after that first day where like Alex, Tiger, Jake were like walking us through stuff, it definitely like I knew where I fit in. I knew what I started to get good at in my shot selection and stuff like that. But I definitely think I underestimated, I guess, my skills coming into this. And I think I kind of proved to myself that I, kind of can belong in this realm of sports and everything like that and on this level, I guess. So it definitely proved to me that I didn't waste my master's year at Syracuse, I guess.
I thought Spencer was next, Derek.
I mean, he can.
Yeah.
What you got next?
You
Yeah.
could have also teed him up.
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
No, it's I'll just take it. It was phenomenal. I think it was one of those things where, like, as a kid, as an athlete, you grow up and you want to cover the NFL, right? Like, I was dreamt about being a play-by-play commentator, and at some point you want to make it to pro football or high-level college football. So I just remember, like, first day being out there, it was a little bit surreal in a sense, like being right there in the practice facility, that fresh cut grass, like seeing these guys walk down. You're inches away at times from like some of the best athletes in the world, and like that was a little bit surreal. From an intern perspective, just learning things, kind of echoing what Kyra said, there was a lot of learning on the fly as well. I think I was someone who always liked to kind of have things planned out coming into a day or something like that. And one of the things that happens at training camp is things change a lot, and different interviews come in, you get different people coming off the field, storylines develop day of. And so what I really learned was to listen to what people are saying, especially when we're doing interviews, talking to players off the field. And that allowed me to, at least when I was doing some of the interviews, to get better stories, because I'd listen to what they say and I'd follow up on those questions and stuff, and I just kind of let the story write itself and didn't try to do too much ahead of time, especially to make something fit my vision. So it was great overall.
I'll take my turn now. Yeah, I'll just say I think the interns did an excellent job. I liked what Kyra brought up about exceeding her own expectations. I think both of them did. I think all 5 of our interns this summer have done that for each of them. But we're out there at training camp. There's a lot of reporters out there, writers, radio, TV, and you guys really came in and fit in as if you're already professionals and worked really hard out there. And you should be proud of all the work you guys did this summer. We were really happy to have you guys out there with us.
Thanks, Alex.
Learning from the best.
So what I do want to ask you guys, what do you guys think about the Commanders after spending the last couple of weeks watching them? Where do you think they fit in terms of the rest of the teams in the NFL this year?
I think that it will be very interesting to watch it all develop. I think that Laramie Tunsil going down has made this offense very interesting. They're a team with a lot of weapons now with Stephon Diggs. Some of the weapons, I think, flying under the radar a little bit. Like, you're going to have Bill. We'll see what he's able to do this year. He got some of his rookie, I guess, lessons learned maybe coming into this year. And so you got to see what he's going to be capable of. Rashad White mixes in there. But it's also like, I've talked a lot about David Blau, I feel like, in this scenario of this is a huge year for him because he has so many weapons and, barring the offensive line being a big question mark, he's got so much in front of him that if it becomes a year where it's a little bit of a failure for him, that could really set him back in his career. But at the same time, he has a chance to use this offense and propel himself to a huge career in the NFL if he has a lot of success this year.
Kyra?
I would probably say I think the Tunsil injury kind of spooked this season compared to last, especially with the injuries and stuff like that. I would definitely say that Stephon Diggs, like you said, coming in is a pretty good weapon. But I think that kind of, I don't know, it balances it out. I think they're right on the cusp of like wild card playoff game somewhere in there, but I don't think they'll see like that immediate, back to the divisional game like people want them to see, because I think it definitely will take some time of like getting the kind of reps under them a little bit more.
For each of you guys about training camp, I want to know, what was your favorite moment during the whole training camp? What was your favorite day or favorite story you got to cover?
My favorite moment was I don't think it was the last story I did, but it was 2 stories ago, and I talked to Jacoby Jones about just faith in football. I think that was a personal thing for me to kind of cover that, and I observed it. Like Spencer was saying, like just listen and observe like what you're doing out there, and I think that just kind of fell in my lap, and it was something I'm passionate about, I believe in, things of that nature. So it was something that, instead of just covering the same old, like, oh, what's going on at day whatever, training camp, it was kind of a little different than what I did, and it was kind of like a feature on him and his faith and his testimony. So I really enjoyed that one for sure.
Mine was watching Terry McLaurin hold a baby and take a selfie with a baby. That was like the peak to me. And just like hearing him interact with all those kids, if you've ever been to training camp, I guess you might know that Terry McLaurin, and I guess probably in the games too, he gets all the Terry chants, and like he runs over to the kids. But seeing him take a lady's, I think she said he was 3 months old, the child was, and like take a selfie with it and like hold it, and he played peekaboo with it. It was awesome. That was my favorite moment of camp.
Yeah, super cool. And of course, on your last day that you're here on the air, you guys are going to be at the preseason game tomorrow when they take on the Dolphins. We have some interesting news regarding Jayden Daniels, and surprising news, because we wouldn't have believed that Jayden Daniels would be on this type of the news cycle, if you will. And it's a little bit of a NIL issue with LSU, where he doesn't want his NIL being used anymore. But there are some details that are interesting, at least for me. Apparently, there was a contract that has expired. So maybe there is some, responsibility for LSU to follow that contract as well. But there's a lot going on. Alex?
Well, what we know is that apparently Brian Kelly promised Jayden Daniels that nobody would ever wear 5 after him. Obviously, Brian Kelly's not the coach now. It's Lane Kiffin. Correct. And Lane Kiffin is allowing DJ Pickett, a cornerback currently on the team, to wear the number. Jayden Daniels' side of things, a lawyer actually sent a whole email over, or a whole letter over, saying, since you're not going to give Jayden the number, we're not going to let you profit off of Jayden's NIL, name, image, and likeness anymore. They then said it wasn't about the number, but everything we've heard, apparently then they were saying it was about the number. Here's what Jayden said. I'm going to read this for you guys. He put this out on social media. I have been locked in on training camp, and that's been my number one focus. I have a lot of gratitude for my time at LSU, and I'm proud of what my teammates and I accomplished there. Obviously, there are issues to be worked out between my team and LSU, and my hope is that it will get done privately. My sole personal focus is on Commanders football. I realize the business of football is unique, and I trust this can all be resolved. And LSU also making a comment on this today, Derek.
Just want to give you the opportunity to comment on the Jayden Daniels situation.
Be disappointed if that wasn't the first question. I commented a week ago on that. And so that's the comment that I had, and moving forward.
It's just to ask one more question, just to understand numbers. If someone were to ask for number 9, would that be on the table for you? How would you handle that situation when a player asks for that?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into that. There's a lot of numbers, and whether they're retired, whether they're not, and different versions, and so I don't have an answer.
About the number situation, I wore the number my whole life since I was 4 years old. It's a number I was promised. And I wish Jayden the best. Good player, and he did real good here. So that's all.
All right, guys. So what do we think? Alex.
I don't love that this is a situation. There have not been many off the field distractions at all with this team since Josh Harris took over. There haven't been many off the field distractions for Jayden Daniels. This is something he doesn't need. Coming back from an injury situation, coming into a season without his left tackle now. I'm very concerned about this becoming a storyline. I hope it gets resolved. I hope people can focus on football and the fact that he went out there and dominated the Dolphins defense the other day. But the reality of it is he's a superstar in the NFL. This is going to be something that's going to be discussed.
Kyra?
I think it's petty, if I'm being honest. There's a lot of numbers to go around, and the promise wasn't with the head coach. So I think that he just needed to suck this one up and have a little bit of pride here.
Yeah, a little bit childish in that sense. I feel like it can become, if this does become an issue. But I think he has a chance to, kind of like Alex said, just push it away, like it seems like he's trying to do, which is what he definitely needs to do, given their situation. So.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a little petty. I always like to bring personal experience into it as well, though. I do understand the LSU side of things, and I understand the Jayden Daniels side of things. When I was covering Lamar, he goes on to win a Heisman Trophy. He then leaves. But at Cardinal Stadium, I think it's L&N Stadium now, there was a big banner of Lamar and the Heisman Trophy and all of that stuff. And this was before NIL was a thing. And I remember him making it a big deal of like, oh, you guys are still getting recruits off of my image, et cetera, blah, blah, blah. So I totally get both sides of it. I think Jayden Daniels' statement made it come off a little bit better from the Daniels family stuff because the early statement sounded a little bit petty, but Jayden Daniels took the high road with his statement. So hopefully they can put it behind them, but this probably isn't going away for a while.
I also think that this probably is coming from Jayden Daniels' legal team, his mom, his agency, all the people that are managing the off-the-field decisions for him. So I think people need to hopefully keep in mind that Jayden probably isn't the one sitting here making all the calls on this. He could have a desire for someone not to wear his number, but I think that's an impact here probably too.
Yeah, for sure. All right, coming up on the show, we're going to talk more Commanders. We caught up with Nick Cross at training camp. We're going to hear from him coming up next on Game Night. Welcome back into Game Night. Derek Forrest, now our Jake Rom caught up with Nick Cross at camp earlier this week, and the defense really needs a revamping, and they may have a defensive back who could change the tide in the secondary. Here is their conversation.
Out here at Commanders training camp with Nick Cross. Nick, it was the first joint practice with the Miami Dolphins. Just what'd you take away from it?
It definitely showed that our defense is more than capable. We went out there, executed our assignment, and we went out there and played hard. And, it definitely showed. We're going to go watch the tape, see how it is, and go from there.
Coach Durante Jones spoke at the podium yesterday, and I asked him the question of what he wanted to take away from joint practices, and he said he wanted to make sure you guys didn't lose your mind the second that the color of the jersey changed on the other side. How do you guys feel? I see you smiling. How do you guys feel like you kind of did today after, me telling you the words of what Durante said yesterday?
I think we did well. At the end of the day, it's not about, the opponent is nameless and faceless. It's about what we do, how we execute, how we go out there and play and put good stuff on tape.
There's plenty of new guys a part of this team, especially on the secondary. You, Amik, you got other guys coming in and out. Obviously, you have guys coming back like Quan. Will Harris was on this team. How do you guys feel like you've been gelling during mini camp and now training camp as you guys get closer to your first preseason game on Friday?
I think everybody's, doing their job. At the end of the day, the longer you spend with people, the more you gel, the more you, get to know them and hang out with them and everything, the more that camaraderie forms and builds. And, it's coming along real nice. So it's coming along real nice.
It's your fifth season in the NFL. It's your first with the Commanders. You're with the Colts the first four. What do you like about what you're hearing from Dan Quinn and what you're hearing from AP and all the guys that made you want to come in here and be a part of something special and hopefully a better season than what we saw from the Commanders last year?
You see what Durante does with, did with his secondary in Minnesota. You see what they did with that defense. See how he used the guys, Harrison Smith, Josh Metellus, even my boy Cam Bynum, who I had played with last year. And, it's one of those things that it's exciting to see, and at the end of the day, it's one of those things you want to be a part of. So, it's a no-brainer coming back, being in front of the hometown and being able to go and play for a great coach, a great teacher like Durante, and play with a great organization.
Being a former Terp and playing in this area for your collegiate years, what do you remember about those but those years with the Terps, and how much of this area feels familiar to you?
It's I had a lot of fun playing in College Park. You know what I'm saying? Everybody came out to the games. Two of my best friends went to Maryland with me, so definitely enjoyed my time there. Obviously playing with Chig now, who I play with at Maryland, and it's always good. You know what I'm saying, to be able to come home and the area like the back of your hand. All your different spots and everything. So it's definitely a lot of fun.
I gotta ask, as my Maryland alum coworker Alex Flum's behind the camera, are you a Lito's Pizza guy?
I'm a Lito's Pizza guy. My 8th grade basketball coach, Joe, said we always used to go to Lito's and go get whatever. So I'm a big Lito's Pizza guy. I love Lito's Pizza. Cheese, bacon, pineapple, whatever it is, and, sit down for a nice little snack.
I get on him like crazy. That wasn't the answer I was hoping for, because I tell him it's only okay as he thanks you off camera. But, back to football and the joint practice today. And what do you like? What are the positives of a joint practice compared to a preseason game? Like, is there a difference to it?
I mean, it's a controlled environment. You know what I'm saying? You get to see a lot more. Obviously, preseason a little vanilla. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to throw all your stuff out there for everybody to see. So in joint practice, you're able to see, okay, like, be able to, work and kind of everybody just crafting. You're able to work your one-on-ones, able to work all the stuff that, you're not going to show in the preseason game. And at the end of the day, it gives you opportunity to go good on good and not have to worry about anything else. Just go out there, practice, have fun, compete at a high level, and do it again the next day.
Friday is the preseason game. Whether you play or not, or whoever's going to play, what do you want to take away from the first one for this team?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's just, it's another opportunity to go out there and get better. It's another opportunity to go out there and put in the work we need to put in. And at the end of the day, it's about, taking that next step, one day at a time, one practice, one game, one play at a time, and going out there and putting the best product on the field.
All right, Nick Cross knows his football and his pizza. Another Terp that was out there, Jordan Phillips, a Miami Dolphins rookie, back in the DMV for the joint practice. We had a chance to talk to him after the practice as well. Jordan, we talked not too long ago at the Pro Day about wanting to have that NFL dream come true. Here you are with the Dolphins, and your first joint practice is back in the DMV. What's all this like?
It's good, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I went to college, at the University of Maryland. You know what I'm saying? So just coming back here, competing in the DMV, it's a good feeling.
Being out here with Chop as well, you guys kind of both having a homecoming a little bit today. What's that like for you guys, and how excited were you to go up against the Commanders?
Yeah, we were very excited, Obviously, that's a talented team, talented all the way around. So just to come out here and get better, It truly is a pleasure.
I heard a rumor some of your former teammates might be coming out to the game on Friday. Are you excited about that?
Oh, yeah. Hey, I ain't know they would, but, hey, that's good, it'll be a good opportunity to see my guys, They see me compete, afterwards we'll chop it up.
All right, so we got some bad news in the college football realm over at the University of Maryland. Edge rusher Zahir Mathis going to be out for the season-ending injury he suffers before the season. Tough blow for Loxley and the bunch, who is super confident about what they could potentially have on the field.
Yeah, they're excited. This is a critical season for them, and we do have this confirmed by a school spokesperson today, unfortunately, that he sustained an injury during training camp and will miss the entire season. Was expected to be a big year for him. Sidney Stewart's on that line with him. Zion Ely coming in as a freshman. So Zion Ely likely will start on the edge of the defensive line opposite Sidney Stewart, and it's going to be a lot of pressure on him as a freshman, one of the top recruits in the nation, to come in and get the job done. But they're definitely really going to miss Mathis. This is a tough injury for this program in a season that's a critical season for them.
Yeah, certainly. All right, coming up on the show, we're going to catch up with Chris Russell from the Team 980. He's going to give his thoughts on the Commanders joint practice coming up next on Game Night. Welcome back into Game Night. Derek Forrest. Earlier today, I caught up with Chris Russell from the Team 980 and got his thoughts on Commanders' joint practice with the Miami Dolphins. He was there yesterday. Here's what he thought.
Good to see another NFL team and pads and all of that, realizing that the Dolphins, even though they beat the Commanders in overtime in Madrid last year, they've gone through some changes, some significant changes, but it was still good to see another NFL team. But once the joint practice work began, the real work, the 11-on-11s, you could see a pretty clear difference between the Commanders and where they're at and the Dolphins and where they're at. I spoke to a Dolphins executive right before practice, and I was asking him how things were going, and because he's new there, and and we've known each other for a long time, and he is not a BSer. And he said, well, you'll find out. We got a lot of work to do. So the Commanders took advantage of that. Jaden was extremely sharp. I didn't think, I personally, and a lot of people have given me stuff, let's call it, I don't think he's been as good as everyone else thinks he's been. But I'll admit, and I'm a harsh critic. I'm a harsh grader. But I thought he was really, really good on Wednesday against the Dolphins, especially on the run, ball location, accuracy, zip, velocity, selling play action, picking the right play and the right receiver and the right target, back part of the end zone, sidelines, back corner of the end zone, like all sorts of different throws that I haven't seen him put together in quite that package, I don't think yet in training camp, but he saved the best for the Dolphins. And as a result, I'm not sure if he's going to play actually on Friday night.
All right, DC, I understand it now. I told y'all I'd read the comments. DC born and raised. Me and the Wizards have linked up to drop the schedule. Hey, Mom, the Wizards understand it. You ready to cook?
Let's cook.
Jazz, it's go-go here.
All right, so a couple of weeks ago, Lethal Shooter was in town for his Lethal Shooter showcase. When I talked to him before that, he said on Friday he was going to spend 6 hours with the Wizards taping something. We now know it was the schedule release.
It's awesome.
For the Washington.
I still haven't watched the whole thing. That was my first time seeing it.
It's good. It's
fantastic, and I can't wait to watch the rest.
Yeah.
And I know that's your buddy, so.
It is. It is. I always love when he's in town. But we got to get out of here. That's going to do it for another edition of Game Night for our interns, Kyra and Spencer. Excuse me. Alex Flum. I'm Derek Forrest. Have a good night.